Once they take the box full, if you want, you can zoom in to where it's just me instead of me and the monitor in the box. That'll just, make it show up more so. You know what I'm saying? But not the most important thing. Hello? All right, we're ready to go. All right, we're good, guys. Yep. Yep. All right, good evening. We're just coming live on Facebook. This is essentially just to give you guys an update on what's happening across the state, what you could expect here over the next couple of hours. So for the time being, central Alabama, very quiet. Northern Alabama, not the case. In fact, a couple confirmed tornadoes up in the Huntsville market. We'll start there for those of you who have friends and family up there, as I do. A tornado went right through just north of the Huntsville area. We now have one confirmed heading towards and just north of Scottsboro. These are the thunderstorms that we thought perhaps might initiate further south as our early round. That didn't materialize here. It did in areas to the north. So the question becomes, what's next for us? Well, we have a few thunderstorms on the map, nothing of any severity. In fact, if we look back into Mississippi, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. So if you're in central Walker County right now, you might be looking at a thundercloud. It might be raining. Well, that's all it is some thunder and rain. That is right here, right over Jasper. That's it. It's not severe. We have another cell that's up here coming down on Haleyville, and this one is also below severe limits at this time. We'll zoom in a little bit tighter on this one to give you guys a look. This is just north of 278, so there's your 278 corridor right there. And this thunderstorm's likely going to stay to the north of that, just to the north of Double Springs here, and move straight into northern Winston County. Again, a lot of lightning. You can see the lightning strikes with this. There might even be some small hail, but it is below severe limits for the time being. We are watching it for possible hail development. Whenever you see in a cell like this, I'm going to clear this out and zoom in. Whenever you see these colors, these pinks right here, this is usually a sign that there is really, really dense material up in that cloud. It can be a ton of rain, but more often than not, it's a hail core. So Bear Creek, Goddard, Haleyville, this would be headed in that general direction. Again, it's below severe limits. Doesn't mean it's not bothering you or having an impact. It can still be very, scary because it's loud. So I will say this, the overall severe potential right now is fairly low with these storms moving through. We're going to pan on over into Mississippi because this is what we're watching, right? So this is looking back towards Tupelo. Again, a subsevere thunderstorm. Another cell that passed just to the south of Grenada. Again, below severe limits. This is a good sign because guess what we're losing over the next couple of hours? Our daytime heating. That is essentially the fuel source for these thunderstorms. Similar to how you put fuel in your car, the atmosphere, its fuel is by and large from instability. Heat at the surface, cooler air aloft. The bigger the temperature difference, the stronger, the more high end you can get with these thunderstorms. And they're just not necessarily coming together. We're also going to see a decreased trend in our overall dynamics. That's our wind profile as we go through the evening. So again, it's been a very busy evening across the shoals, the northern quarter of the state, north of 278, but pretty quiet. I'm going to draw a couple time of arrivals here on these cells that are back in Mississippi. And again, these could fluctuate here, but moving into Sumter County, perhaps Greene and Hale counties, probably by not until 9:30. This little weak thunderstorm here just to the northeast of Grenada is not going to move into Mississippi or from Mississippi into Alabama. It's a little after 9 o'clock, and then this cell that's up here near Tupelo, that one's going to be entering extreme western Alabama, likely Marion County, closer to about 8 o'clock. Again, these are all below severe limits at the moment. The one cell that could potentially have some hail with it and maybe reach severe limits is up here in northern Marion County. This is right near the Bear Creek area, and this would be your hail core. So if you live near this area, this is just to the east of Hackleburg, there's your hail, if we have it. And it might be hail coming down that is smaller than severe limits, or below severe limits, meaning the hail is not up to a quarter in diameter. So we'll keep watching this, but the overall prognosis for now is good for us here in central Alabama. It's remained quiet. The sun is down, or it's about to set here within the next about 10 minutes or so. And hopefully that will lead to an overall decrease or a weakening trend with storms as they move through. I want to segue to our watches and warnings map. So this is the tornado watch that was issued. Every county here in yellow has a tornado watch until 1 a.m. And the SPC issues these when, sure, there is the potential for severe thunderstorms, but on the high end, the potential for tornadoes. So this watch will be in place for all these counties until 1 o'clock this morning, and we will watch it very closely here as we move forward. I'll move this box so it's not completely in your way, but right now I feel pretty good about how the storms look back to the west. They're very weak, very benign. A lot of y'all have been just wondering what we're looking at here, and that's in synopsis what we see here. So I just wanted to pop on, give an update of that. I'll switch back to the radar now so you can see again what's happening. We'll be monitoring what is just to our west. If these turn severe, we'll hop right back on this live stream, and we'll be sure to give you all the latest information as we move forward. But I would say the positive takeaway here for central Alabama is this line to our west that you're looking at right here is below severe limits. And if it continues that way, sure, these will be loud thunderstorms that move in tonight. There'll be lightning with them, perhaps some smaller hail. But seeing these staying below that severe threshold is certainly a good sign, especially as we move forward. So the time now, 7:35. There's your update. We'll do another one probably each half hour here moving through the evening. And if we need to hop on for longer, we'll certainly do that. Be safe. I hope everyone has a great evening, and we'll see you back here in just a little bit.